Oh my god, I can't believe I just ran him over.
Okay, let's go.
My god, I ran him over. Shit. Today morning I'm at a garage here in Cordova, actually. Not too far from the Cordova Mall. I'm having my bike service. It's been stalling every once in a while and a little difficult to start. So I'm having the spark plug changed, oil changed, gear oil changed, fuel filter, air filter, fuel filter, air injectors cleaned, check the tires, add the tire sealant, both tires, air in the tires, brakes, back brake tightened, and all this for under $20. Beat that. Adding some extra lights to my bike to help me with my high beams. So I finished doing maintenance on my bike at the garage. I had the oil change, gear oil change, spark plug, had the fuel injectors cleaned, had them check my tires. They filled the tires with this in case you get a flat, it'll like seal it, auto sealant chemical. So they put that in both tires. Fuel injection cleaned. The air filter, the fuel filter changed out, brand new. And my brakes adjusted. That came out to a grand total of $30. That's including parts and labor. And on top of that, I turned around and wanted to get some additional lights for high beams. So I got these two LED lights. They're about $30 themselves, so I paid a grand total of $60 with installation and everything. So it's on a separate switch. It does yellow or bright white lights on a separate switch, which is not bad. So that's what it cost me to do a whole maintenance on this bike. Probably a few other things I should do to it, but it should be good for several more miles. I've been having a problem, and I've been having a problem with the bike stalling and then having trouble to restart. That's why I did this. My first thing that I did, I told the mechanic about it, is they changed out the battery. So it's also got a brand new battery and brand new lights. So when it gets dark, I'm going to test it out and see how well they work, especially on the windy roads with no lights going up or down a mountain. I'm going to test it out today for sure. A little story I'll tell you. Give me a few minutes, come right back. Back again. So, yeah, I was talking to an old friend of mine from back home. He's telling me that, the conversation started about hot water heaters. He's back in the States, I'm here in the Philippines. And he was telling me he spent over $300 on a water heater. And I was showing him, sent him a little video, the water heaters here in the Philippines, which are electric. They're about 1 foot by 1.5 feet. Little gadget mounted on the wall, really. and you have non-stop hot water. You know, you can use it, turn it on, or you can not use it and have a, cold water to lukewarm water, depending on how the piping is done in your area here. Which is cold showers are not that bad. Once you're in it, that is. Getting in it is the other thing. How you doing? So a hot water heater. He's from my part of town. So out there in the States, they're big tanks, about person sized, maybe it's a little smaller, and they'll fill up with, I don't know, 50 gallons of water or so, I'm guessing. I never really paid attention to how much water they hold, and it's gas heated, so you have a pilot light underneath heating it up, warming up the water, so when you take a bath or a shower, you got your hot water. The thing is, in the States, the hot water, the gas pilot light cannot keep up with the water demand, so you might take an hour and it's out of hot water, or maybe 30 minutes. Some houses, depends on how quick it pushes out the water to how big the tank is, and where the insulation, because the winter gets cold, traveling up the pipes gets cooled down on the way, and the basement is usually where they keep it. It's cold, so you're lucky. Yeah, you get an hour shower for an hour, so if you have a household, you take an hour shower, the next person wants to jump in the shower, they got no hot water. Well, here, because it's electric, not gas, and it doesn't store water in the tank, there is no tank, you constantly get hot water. You can have that thing running all day, all night, and you will get hot water non-stop. So we were talking about that. It's 300 something. Big hassle to install and everything. Mine, costs about maybe $100, $120 for a really good model. And that's that. Really good guy. Bought me a coffee. Can't complain. But I was sitting there chatting with him, and it reminded me of a story. He's telling me, oh yeah, he still plays hockey. We grew up together. He's got a good guy. He was, out of all my friends and everything, he was the hockey guy. He loved his hockey. Always playing it. He's about my age. Maybe a year or two younger than me. And he's telling me that he plays hockey twice a week. I'm like, good God, man. You still got the energy to play hockey? I'd like to know, are they still checking? Playing it rough, or, I don't know. To have the energy to keep playing hockey at our age, good for you, man. I'm fucking proud of you. I don't know if I could keep up. Yeah, I need to lose weight, that's for sure. But then I'm remembering a story. Oh my God, I ran his ass over. I think I was in my early 20s, maybe 20, early 90s for sure. I'm driving a Chevy Cavalier. I was leaving my house and he's on my street on a bicycle. I think it was one of those Huffy bikes. I don't remember exactly what kind of bike it was. But he's driving in front of my car. I think I was going to work or going someplace. And he's riding his bike in front of my car, being in my way, and he's going slower and slower, so I gotta go slower and slower. He's laughing. I'm like, come on, what are you doing? And he's driving slower and slower in front of my to make me go slow. And then I see the front of my hood. It goes up for a second and then down real quick. So he comes to a complete stop. He came to a complete stop. He's lunged forward. So the front of my car caught onto the back of his tire, climbed up it, which made him stop, and then squashed his tire down. I mean, his tire went from a round object to pretty much a flat object. And his seat on the bike was bent forward. That's what lunged him front, because the bumper hit him. I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, I just ran my friend over. Of course she stopped to get out of the car. I'm like, oh shit, I'm sorry. He's like, no, it's alright. And he's like, I'm thinking I'm gonna have to repair this guy's bike. I'm like, oh shit. He's like, no, don't worry about it. I mean, how cool can somebody be that you fucking run them over and they're like, it's okay. I felt guilty about it, but it's like, hey, yeah, you kind of did it to yourself. Yeah, I was a participant in it. Crazy times. Memories, man. I wonder if you still remember that. So today is the 3rd of January, 2026. Welcome to the new age. So, repaired my bike. Been a busy morning. Repaired my bike. Got a new phone charger. Did some grocery shopping. Probably after this walk, gonna take another shower. Probably be my 3rd one today. Not too bad, but it's very cloudy. I'm thinking about going for a nice long ride. I want to try out those new headlights on the bike that I added. Now, traffic here in the Philippines can be quite interesting, and not in a good way. Back in the States, we have on the left-hand side, you're going down, multi-lane roads. On the left-hand side is usually the fast lane. The right-hand side is usually the slow lane. And you progress that way. Of course, we usually pass on whichever is the clearest. Granted, I get it. Here, it's not what you expect. The passing lanes are sometimes the sidewalks. I'm guilty of it myself. How you doing? No, I don't need one, thank you. Asking if I need a trike. So, the slow lane and the fast lane. Today's not so much traffic, it's a Saturday. But the slow lane, you'll find that, especially around the cities, you'll find it very consistent. The slow lane is in front of you. The fast lane is behind you. It don't matter if you're at the end of the line or the front of the line. There's always somebody tailgating you nonstop, and they pile up. and the person in front of you is going so snail slow that you think they fell asleep and or they can't find the gas pedal. And this is day in, day out. They want to make a turn, they gotta stop, look, turn their steering wheel, look, touch the gas pedal, stop, look. It's like, just go. I mean, what are you waiting for? It's like, it'll just drive you crazy. Another thing that'll drive you crazy is you'll be driving, and this is at night, and somebody's driving with their high beams on. Well-lit road, don't matter. They don't need high beams on. But they got their high beams on, they got the fog lights on. Though I've never seen fog in this country, and I don't think they get it around here. But they'll have it all on. They're freaking blinding you, so you can't see what's in front of you. Because this asshole, pardon the French, this guy is just blazing his high beams at you. And then you can't see in front of you, and the vehicle in front of you don't have no lights. So it's somebody on a bike. So it's like, you ain't gonna see nothing. And this guy with no lights is going. I mean, you got to make sure you got your lights on so you can see them in enough time. It's like, you gotta flash. You flash your high beams at them? Nah. They don't care. They're just gonna run their high beams. It could be well lit out. The streets could be well lit. No, he wants his high beams. He wants his fog lights on. They don't care. And this is so... I mean, I've been out here a year, driving all the time. Somebody running with the high beams and you flash me your high beams. I think my entire year out here, only 3 people have ever lowered their high beams. And that was on another island. I can understand if you're driving down a road that don't have no lights and it's dark and you need your high beams. Run your high beams. Another vehicle coming right, dip your high beams for a moment. It's not hard. It's not rocket science. So I added those 2 new lights to my bike today, and that one on the left side of my bike, it's a little loose, so I can turn it left or right by hand if I want. And you know what? When they're blazing their high beams and they don't want to lower it, I'll start running that thing to be beaming them straight into their eyes. See if they like it. Yeah. It's an ass maneuver on my part to do something like that, but I am so tempted. So tempted. I need to go to the store and buy some toiletries. Yeah. So, if you like these little videos, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification, and share this video with friends, family, random people. And if you want to buy me a coffee, further support this channel, in the channel description, there's a link. You can buy me a coffee. You can put in any amount you want, anyway from $1 or up. You do not have to do the suggested amounts. Anything you send is appreciated. Oh, and I was looking at a new camera. I'm thinking about getting a DJI Action 4 that they have here. I was actually at the mall New Year's Day, and I was going to buy it. They wanted 12,000 pesos for it. It's about $100 for the Action 4. I was like, yeah, because last time I looked at it about a month ago, they wanted it was like $50 more. It come down $50. I was like, yeah, I'll buy that right now. They're like, oh, out of stock. So I gotta wait for them to get more back in, shipped in. And I'm definitely grabbing that thing. And I'm also thinking about getting a drone too, so I can do some aerial views. That will be great, especially when I go to Bohol and go to the Chocolate Hills. Oh, that would be great. Well, guys, Happy New Year. Hopefully you all had a great New Year. And I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.